Cincinnati. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bengal offense set to go and leading them out. The #1 overall pick back in April out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all-time at the collegiate level. Ended up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 touchdowns, and only threw 6 interceptions and won a national championship. Joe Burrow is not just a terrific player. He has an it factor as well, and that's what they're counting on in Cincinnati.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there at 22. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, Burrow. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 50 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
1-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Allen from the gun on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And again, here comes Cincinnati on offense. The Bengals 0-1 after losing to the Chargers. That close, tough Week 1 game, 16-13. Looked like they might pull that one out. A.J. Green had the catch in the end zone, but was flagged for pushing off. And then they missed the short field goal that would have forced overtime. So not meant to be. And Joe Burrow, he was trying to break a streak that had seen no quarterback drafted #1 win in his season opener since David Carr of the Texans in 2003. But he couldn't get it done. CD, what did you see from Burrow and the Bengals in this game?
I saw a reason for Cincinnati fans, for the organization, for the team to have a big smile on their faces despite the loss. They picked correctly. They got the right guy. I know it's a...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. To the air again, Burrow. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their
Back out here come the Buffalo Bills. And Week 1, Charles, the Bills expected to defeat the Jets at home, and they did just that, 27-17. And, you know, Josh Allen was really pretty good in the opener. His first game over 300 yards, and the first for Buffalo since Tyrod Taylor did that way back in 2016.
And that's something you know Josh Allen continues to work on in his NFL career. Off-season, during the season, throwing the football, being accurate with the ball, because we know he can throw it downfield. Big arm. Can he make all the key throws that they need and be on target when he does so? If he does that, Buffalo's going to be very difficult to deal with. And that defense continues to show up and continues to get better. This is a good football team. They'll have a heck of a battle in the East with New England, I believe. How about their schedule, though, partner? On the road for 3 of their next...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care. All right.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll air this one out and got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Burrow's not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 14, Bills nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Again, it's Burrow.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far.
And this is caught. So he fakes the spike and they get the touchdown. C.J. Uzomah with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it is now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Bills nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
His kick.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bengals 28, Bills nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle by...
Absolutely love Zach Moss coming out of the University of Utah. He was a kid who grew up in the state of Florida and comes out of a famous football family. And you can see the bloodlines when he plays. Strong, determined, excellent vision, contact balance, and good patience as a runner as well. Many question his long speed, but I wouldn't worry about that a heck of a lot. Watch him eat up 5-10-yard runs, and by the end of games, often over 100 yards.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Burrow on play action. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. C.J. Uzomah on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Touchdown, Bengals.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
All right, CD, I want to fit in your preseason predictions here. This is now our 5th year together in the booth. Hard to believe time flies, but it's an annual tradition that you tell us how you think things are going to shape up in each conference. Let's start with your thoughts on the AFC.
All right, let's start in the East. I like the Bills. In the South, I like Indianapolis despite their loss on opening day. In the North, I like Baltimore, and out West, of course, I like Kansas City. For wild cards, I like the Chargers coming out of the West. I think that in the East, New England is going to get the nod. And then out of the North, I'm taking Pittsburgh. Remember, we got that extra team in the playoffs this year. And then when the playoffs break down, I do think it's going to come down to Baltimore and Kansas City in the AFC. And Baltimore, by a nose, goes to the Super Bowl.
And just to be different from you, I like your conference championship matchup. I'll take Mahomes and the Chiefs heading back to the Super Bowl yet again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56.
And again, it's Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, this gives us a chance, Charles, to go back to your playoff predictions. We covered the AFC. What do you see happening in the NFC?
All right, let's go with the division winners. Dallas in the East, Green Bay in the North. Let's see, New Orleans in the South, and out West, San Francisco. Wild cards, I think 2 are come from out West. Arizona and Seattle. And the 3rd wild card, I think it's going to come from the South, and Tampa Bay gets in. Now, I don't believe Tampa Bay is going to the Super Bowl. I think New Orleans and Seattle will slug it out for the Super Bowl champs, and I'm going with New Orleans to find their way in.
Okay, so you got the veteran Breeze against Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl, and who ultimately do you have winning that one, CD?
Oh, yeah, the old head and the kid, right? I'm going with the kid in this one. In a Super Bowl classic, Baltimore wins the championship.
All right, just so I go on record, I mentioned I'll take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them over the Packers. So I think we'll have another young and old QB mix. Packers, a little bit of a surprise getting in there, and I'll take Mahomes with a repeat title.
I love it. A rematch of Super Bowl I, which was called the NFL-AFL championship game. Actually, the World Championship game when they played it back in 1967.